Hi, this is Mr. Buck, and today we're going to talk about new program that's going to be launched on the 10th of April at 10 a.m. EST called Smarketo. So basically, Smarketo is a program that has the ability to or puts together three different programs that are very, very important if you are thinking of doing online marketing. There's no way of doing online marketing without having these programs. One thing you need, because you have heard it, the money's in the list, so you need to have a way to manage your list once you have it. But you need to get your list, and in order to get your list, you need to have landing pages, you need to have opt-in forms and stuff like that, and those things are covered with this package of programs, this app that contains all these different programs that allows you to do that. So let's start looking at how it looks on the computer. Let's move on. So the name of the program is Smarketo, and this is the dashboard. And as I said, it contains several apps or several programs that allow you to do the different things I mentioned, like create landing pages, create opt-in forms. You know, all kinds of segmentation is allowed, and you can do it any way you want, and autoresponders or list management. So you can send to the people that you have captured their emails, you can send them messages manually, a broadcast, or you can send automated messages that go off automatically, after 1 day, after 3 days, after a week, and so forth. So this is basically the screen, and let's start with it. So let's go to the different sections. As I mentioned, you have the creating pages, which basically would be sales pages or landing pages. You have service pages and promo pop-ups, and you can create, for instance, also bonus pages and stuff like that. So basically it's a page creator. So let's go in there. Oh, before we start talking, let me clear up that actually this dashboard is new. The product Smarketo is a new product that contains or unifies three products that already existed and that were sold by this vendor. So the three products are Profitfox, Mailprimo, and Profitmozo. So each section specializes in the type of ability that it had on the original product. So for instance, Profitmozo is the page creator. So if we go to this section, basically what we're doing is starting the Profitmozo program. If we go to the email section, we start the Mailprimo program, and so forth. So let's go to this one, engage and sell. And if you go to sales pages, it opens a new tab, and you see profit pages. But when you look at here, it's a program called Profitmozo. That's if you're trying to get the pro version. But in here you have all the options to create profit pages. Is how they call them. Profit pages is just something like sales pages, landing pages, and stuff like that. They just call it like that. To create a profit page, just like a normal and standard point and click creator, it's very simple. You click on the create a profit page, you give it a name, like test campaign 4, right? It will give you a name. Then you pick a template, which is a very, very good feature. You have many different types of templates, you can see here, and this is just one section. You have the lead, you have the promo type of templates, you have viral type of templates, webinar type of templates, sales pages. You can preview how is it basically going to look at, and you have others, other different circumstances. But if you notice, it's mostly stuff related to selling, to online marketing. So for instance, this one is similar to a bonus page. Now you can put your headline and everything, and you click here to claim your bonuses. So you can create all different type of pages. So let's just, for testing purposes, pick one, so you have an idea of how basically you modify stuff here. You click, Yeah, it's only a tap away from you. Yeah, you can put a click away. So, and then you have the options that you have here, how to sign up, you know, the button, instead of sign up now, you call it download now. And then you just save the page if you want to see how it looks after you've done everything, because it keeps going down. As you can see, this is how it would look with the changes that we made. We can close that, and when you just publish it, yeah, we need to, then you just save it and it's done. So you can go back, obviously you saved it already. So and you go back to your profit pages, and here it is. You would have to do a couple of things. For instance, you need to set up an autoresponder, because everything is together as a big package. Obviously, if you need a page and you have an opt-in form, you obviously need an autoresponder to connect it. So you will do that in a different part of the dashboard. But to remain here, before we try to connect anything, I think it's good to have an overview of this part. One area that I do like is the social mozo area, where you can connect, you can create a social mozo, which basically is a way to connect your Facebook pages, your Twitter account, your I think also you can do, let me see, new name. As I said, you can create a Facebook pages, Twitter account, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, Reddit, Blogger, and LinkedIn. So basically you can pick one of them. Let's go with Twitter, and you can do Twitter to timeline, and you go next. You give your message that you want to send, right? And that's located to the this is a test, and this is how it's going to look, right? You can schedule for later or do it right now. If you schedule for later, you just pick 1:13 at that time, schedule, boom. That's how it looks like. So that's what we create. So this is what we created, and you even have analytics, what happened when you did it, and this is the link in Twitter that you will be able to see. Obviously, if you don't have an account, this is the JV demo account. You can see everything that we created and everything that came up, and when they click on that, they go back to the account that you wanted. So you see, people have been doing also tests for Smarketo. So that's one of the nice things of the system. You have many different options here to do this type of social mozo and bring people back to your page, and which is it's included in the whole system. So that's very practical. You have analytics reports of the different profit pages. You can see how many people has come, has visited, which ones are unique today, which ones are unique today, and so forth. Obviously, since this is just a test, you most likely don't have anything where people actually have looked at anything. But here you can see 8 total visitors, 8 total unique visitors, because that's what people have been doing, testing this. One thing I do like is the fact that you have enough training. You have a bunch of videos, as you can see here, and they explain all the different aspects. But not only that, because certain things, and that happens to me, you are trying to set something up and you have a video, and you have to, at least in my particular case, since I have 2 monitors, I have to put one video on the monitor and pause every 3 seconds to be able to look at the different settings. To avoid that problem, they have created a set of PDF files that allow you to do the same thing, and you don't have to actually be pausing a video, but it's just, you know, you look at your settings and you can copy and paste and use it, and makes everything a little bit more easier. And let's go back to the other aspect, of it, or the other feature on the dashboard, that was the Profitmozo section that allows you to create pages, allows you to create landing pages, video pages, sales pages, bonus pages, etc. But you need to embed in these pages opt-in forms. Where do you create these opt-in forms? That would be, so this is another section of Smarketo. Yeah, it says Smarketo over here, but actually the program that is doing this, it's called, as you can see here, Profitfox. And this one allows you to create campaigns, you know, that include opt-in forms. And these opt-in forms you can afterwards embed in your sales pages. So let's see how we can create a campaign, you know, relatively fast without trying to make it a little bit complicated. So let's add a new project. We call this project Test 1. My first campaign, and let's add it. Boom. Once you have there, you need to pick a template. So what type of information you have. Notice here the type of templates that you want. A light bulb, box, a pop-up box, a bar at the top, a bar at the bottom, a splash, and all those different things. And when you pick, you get only those type of options. For instance, here you have the preview. That at the bottom is the light box that you're gonna get. Or here, that's the type of light box you're gonna get. If you go to all positions, that's the one I'm going to pick. Then you can select all the different industries, right? Money making online, or technology, or other. But we're in the money making niche, so we're going to use this option. So lead, we want to get leads. So let's pick this one. Select this one, simple, not complicated. Then you have this. I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to save it. All right? So it's saved. And you can view it. How's it going to look? That's exactly what we saw a second ago. You can make it active, but before you make it active, you need to actually create the autoresponder, because those leads are coming in, but where they're going to be saved. And in fact, if you click here, you'll notice it will tell you this is what you need to do. You need to schedule and activate the campaign. In order to do that, you have to go back to edit it. Once you're editing here in this area, you know, the settings, you have the settings. This is the design settings, and this is very standard in all different parts of the programs, because you have sections. See, you have that section, you have this section, that and that, and stuff like that. Oops, sorry, I copied that. So if I don't want to see, I have a copy here. I don't want to show that, it's done. Don't want to show that, it's gone. Sorry, I don't want to show that, it's gone. That's how you activate and deactivate. So setting up the autoresponder, I'll just use the ones that is already preset here, and I'll just pick a list, JBZoo list. I'll just pick one, set the autoresponder, and it's done. So it's taking us to the automation section. So we're going to go to Mailprimo. That's the one we have. Save and added successfully. So did you notice how I went to the other section of the program and then automatically came back to the page where you were working at? That's the integration of the whole system, and that's the thing when you have the same people creating all the different programs and then putting them together. They created the whole thing, so they know how it connects and how it talks to each other. So as I said, here we have the different sections, and one thing that's important, and this is one thing I do not like from the program, is the fact that you have this dashboard, but at this level you don't have help, so you kind of have to figure it out yourself. The programs, the individual programs, have, as you saw, a lot of videos, you know, that explain everything within the program. But because this is a unified system, it's my opinion that here you should have some kind of a guidance that allows you to understand, okay, where do I start? What do I do first? So since you don't have that, we have to do it ourselves. Think about it. the first thing you need to do is create an autoresponder. If you're setting up a whole system, right? Create an autoresponder, create a list, connect to your SMTP server, and make a form that you will be able to embed in the pages and the opt-in, the landing pages and so forth. So the first thing that we look at is then the send email. It goes to the program Mailprimo. So here, let's create. Let's see if we can fast create something. And create a newsletter. Let's just take a look for a second here. So you have the message. Let's put on a text message. This is it. You have personalization, first name, and one thing I like, which is starting to get popular apparently, is emojis. So you can have an emoji. So, and then you have, it comes from me, and we go next. So, and basically you write your message. This is the best thing you would do. You write your message. This is it, my friend. And you can do personalization, first name. Click here. And you can embed a click by using the link. That's standard everywhere. And we just send it to google.com. We'll just make it easy. And next, you pick to which list you want to attach this message. So we will just go to the demo list. Which tags you can include, you want to include. This is very good because tags are of paramount importance to help you segment your list. Segmentation is something that you need to use when you're doing online marketing, specifically if you're using email marketing, because you just don't want to send everybody every message that you have. You want to send a message that's interesting for certain people at the time these people want to know about that information, and you can only do that if you have done tagging, segmentation, so that you know who is who and who was interested in what, and what actions and things happened that made them be interested, what pages they have visited, etc., etc., etc. And you can do that by tagging people, and you do that, and that's one of the good things that you can do here, right? You can exclude the list if you have a suppression list of people who has said no, I don't want to be here, or you are doing some kind of a campaign. For instance, when you do CPA marketing, you do get suppression lists from the different offers, and you can add them here, and then you just set it up here, and those people will, even if they are in your demo list, your demo list here, but if they're included in the suppression list, they won't be sent a message, an email, which is very important. So after you do that, you go next, and then you determine when that message is going to be sent. You schedule it for when. This is good because this is not exactly an autoresponder. This is a newsletter. This is a broadcast. So you set it up, right? And you set up a time when that's going out. And schedule. Done. So that's a newsletter. Let's go back to the message autoresponder option, just to see, basically how it is. You create actually we can, this time let's take inline editor, autoresponder one. Hey, what's up? Personalization. From me here. I didn't do that before. Once you have set up, that's why I was saying that you need to set up the SMTP servers, the connections and everything before, so that you have a list of things here that you can pick from. This was preset, so I can take it. I didn't do it in the previous one, but that basically means which server of all the ones that you have set will be used to send the email through to the person who's going to receive it. So next, now here you have templates. Obviously it's not blank text one, and here yeah, I like to send texts or messages that are like very blank, so probably something like this. So I'll select this one. It's just not that much stuff. And remember this option here, you can, oh, you don't want to send the logo, you remove it. You don't want to send this social links, you remove them, and then you start editing this stuff here. Once you edit it, you go next, you say which list is going to be sent, just like before, when that message is going to be sent, instantly or after how many days, and that's how you create different. This will be probably the first message, and oh, active days. I have to say, okay, that's due to go out immediately on any day of the week. So done. And I have my autoresponder one, and basically that's it. And then you do the same thing, and you, as you can see here, you have 2 days, you have 1 day, and so forth. You can keep creating messages, you add them to a particular list, and then you can simply send them, and it will be sent automatically once somebody joins that particular list. You can add subscribers. That's standard. If you go to the dashboard, we have a nice area here. You can create lists, you can add subscribers, you can create messages, and you can create forms from this screen. So let's go back to the main one. And here is the other program. This elite page is also done by this program. As you can see, here is a Profitmozo, because it's a page. But if you're doing pop-ups or forms, then you're sent to Profitfox, which is the other program that does those things where we were before. And in order to activate a campaign, as I said, for instance, it's not allowed, but because I have to schedule and activate the campaign. So let's go back in here for a couple of seconds to edit this campaign and see how we can activate it. We go there on the settings, we pick one, and let's pick the demo list and save. Now I can publish it, choose the segments. Oh, this is where on the website they're gonna pop up this message, right? You pick a segment on the whole website. If you go on a specific location, then you can say it does contain, and you say something in the name that you want this. Let's say you have a title, you pick that word, make money, and when a page has these words, then this pop-up will pop up on that particular page. How it's gonna show up? On landing, on exit, on scroll, on delay. You can say after so many seconds, bounce in, what animation, or the exit animation. This is a bunch of stuff that you can use. How many times it's going to be shown, and so forth. From when to when, or all the time. Save and activate. Limit. Oh, I had to. From today until the end of time. For instance, right? And the other one was the limit. Let's say you don't want to show this same message to the same person more than 3 times. And in one session, just 1 time. Save and activate. And now it's active, see? And this is exactly how you would put everything together. Then once you have this campaign, then you can add it to a page, and so you build up your complete campaigns using this programs, Smarketo. And once that's been done, then you will have analytics on pages, you will have analytics on emails, and then you have analytics on pop-ups that you create with the other programs, as you can see. So basically, this is the program. I think it's a program that's very complete. It offers you everything. The kind of the kind of gripe that I have is the fact that on this first page, the dashboard, because they had those 3 other programs created before, and they sold them individually by themselves. They had launch campaigns and they were sold by themselves, and now they have put them together as one package. And it's my opinion that on this dashboard they should have had a way of, like, this is the path that you need to follow. Do this first, do that then, and after that do this, and then you can put everything together, and then you have your campaign. That I don't see. So I think even though the program is good, but you will have to learn. It will take a little while until you understand how everything matches with everything, because they're, as I said, they were completely separate programs before. The technology is good. The options are amazing. You have so many options, but that also means that you have a very, very steep learning curve. So it depends on you. But the big thing is that you don't have to pay monthly. Sometimes when you have to pay monthly for stuff, you go like, okay, I need to figure this out today, right, in the next 20 hours, because I'm paying for it every month. But here, you can have it, you can get it, you can start setting it up, and you can take your time because you don't have to pay extra, and you have the technology. And once you have the technology, it's not going to go away. So I think it's a buy for those people who are willing to learn and, a little bit technically inclined and want to, figure it out. But once you have the technology, you benefit from it. This is Mr. Buck signing out.